This is Jennifer with Quitting Plastic, and today we're making dairy-free yogurt. This yogurt is so tasty that you will never buy yogurt at the grocery store again. It is thick and creamy to the very last drop. What I love about this recipe is it takes 2 minutes to make, costs $2.50, is an organic version, and of course you can make it in glass and kick the plastic to the curb. You only need 2 ingredients to make this recipe: coconut milk and a probiotic. I've chosen this coconut milk because it's organic and GMO free, and also because it does not have BPA. All metal cans are lined with a little bit of plastic. There's no way to avoid it if you purchase something in a metal can. But if you do, select the BPA free. It's much better for your health. The second ingredient that you need is a probiotic. It only takes 1 capsule of 50 billion cultures to make this dairy-free yogurt. If you buy a bottle with 50 capsules in it, that's 50 yogurt cups that you're not putting into the environment. Sanitizing jars is simple if you choose to sanitize your jar in this way and not in the dishwasher. You need to select a canning jar because a regular jar will not boil well. You need to let the jar cool down because you don't want to put the probiotic into anything that's too hot. Notice that this coconut milk is not particularly creamy. That's perfectly fine. I mix it for 1.5 minutes or so, just until everything is nicely combined. The reason that I do it in the jar versus mixing it in a mixer is simply to keep it as contamination-free as possible. I want to reiterate that I made this without sanitizing the jar and it turned out perfectly fine. I stirred this maybe 30 or 40 seconds. It looks pretty creamy to me. And now I'm going to add the probiotic. I cut the tip of the probiotic off. If you can get yours apart, that's fine. And I stir it for another 30 seconds or so. Once it's really stirred well, there'll be no separation. I clean up the jar with a fresh, clean towel. You'll want to cover it with cheesecloth. I use the same cheesecloth every week when I make this, and yes, I do make this every week. It's that good. When you're done mixing the ingredients, leave it in your kitchen in a corner somewhere. It takes somewhere between 48 hours and 72 hours to become yogurt. For me, any time during that time frame has worked just fine. The yogurt has been resting for 3 days. And this is how creamy it is. I'll set it in the refrigerator and it will thicken even more. As a side note, the temperature in here today is 75. I have made this anywhere from 65 to 80 degrees in my house. It's turned out perfectly every single time. It lasts about 3 weeks in the refrigerator. It may last longer, but I'm not sure because we eat one every single week. It is great on Indian food, on tacos, in the morning on fruit. There's all sorts of things you could use this yogurt for. This is amazing. I love it. At quittingplastic.com, I like to share tips, recipes, and lifestyle choices that help us to replace things that we would normally purchase in plastic with non-plastic alternatives. If you want to find out more recipes, lifestyle choices, and reviews, check out my website, quittingplastic.com.